Hi, my name's Catherine Ousselin. Madame Ousselin is what the students call me in class. And I was born in Aberdeen, South Dakota, but I grew up in Rochester, Minnesota. Where did I go to high school and college? I started out, in high school I was in Rochester, Minnesota at John Marshall High School. And then my first college that I went to was North Dakota State in Fargo, North Dakota, which is way up north. And then I went down to Kansas, to the University of Kansas, and I finished up my undergraduate studies there, and then I went to grad school there. Have I always wanted to be a teacher? I didn't decide I was going to go into teaching until I was about 26, 27. I had wanted to be in international business relations and travel the world and go make lots of money. And then I found out that I was probably not set for that type of profession, so I chose, after I had worked in a few schools as a volunteer. My goal as a teacher. Okay, well, first I want to make sure everyone's feeling really comfortable in this classroom because it's a different language, and most students are a little bit timid about feeling, like they're capable of saying things out loud. So the first thing is, do you feel comfortable? Are you feeling welcome? And then my big educational goal is that we learn about the world, this French-speaking world, and how other people in the world just deal with life. And so we do a lot of cultural comparisons. And then really, I do want you to use the French language while we're doing this. What's a regular day for me? I get up pretty late because I sleep really hard. And I live in Bellingham, so I get up and I get ready for school. I drive down I-5. I face all the Canadian traffic, which is sometimes kind of scary. I have first period prep for both days. My first classes are second and sixth period. After I'm done with teaching, I go home, and I'm a big fan of going to the gym or working on the computer. So in my free time, I am kind of a technology geek. I like to get online and help people out with their computer questions. I do tutorials on YouTube. You can find my station, Catherine KU72 on YouTube. And I like to go running, like I said. I'm into the mountains, the water. I read a lot. I'm a book nerd. And I generally take the time to just make sure that I get out into the world and see what there is to see. I like to travel a lot. Who has impacted me most in life? I have a mentor who's a French teacher in Colorado, and she took me under her wing, and she helped me become the teacher I am today. Her name's Toni Tyson. She lives in Colorado, and she just made my transition to teaching really comfortable and helped me understand my true path in life. My best memory would be when I got to go to Italy for the first time when I was 16 years old, and I got off the plane, and I'd never been in a different country before. And the best memory was the first cheese that I ate from Italy. It was the strongest smelling cheese because we don't have this cheese in America. And I just remember thinking, this is my life. I always want to eat this cheese. And food memories are usually my best ones. Okay, as a French teacher, there are lots of funny moments because the French language has some sounds that sound funny in English. So we have animals like the seal, which is called le phoque, and we have the animal, the rooster, which is called le coq, and we have the deer, which is called la biche. And one time my students just got together and made all these really silly words that sound fun in English. They made them into sentences, and we laughed so hard we were crying. And it was just because we were using all those silly sounds, and it sounded like we were swearing the entire time.